about it was the fact that the WNBA posted nothing. Posted zero about Caitlin Clark golfing in this Pro-Am event. If you look at the LPGA Twitter account, it is filled with Caitlin Clark things. Photos of her, a whole video of the fans cheering her, signing things, taking photos.
Yeah. All roads lead to the Annika Pro-Am. Trust me, all roads, all cameras, all people will be tuned in for the Annika Pro-Am. Why? To see the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, take over the arena.
A more cinematic and viral style rewrite of your script. Variant, standard. Title, Caitlin Clark joins LPGA script rewrite. Do 32940, the arena lights dim. Cameras roll. And the WNBA freezes. Caitlin Clark, the face of basketball, just walked away, not to another team, but to another sport. This time she's stepping onto the golf course, and the LPGA is treating her like the legend she's always been. If you ever believed she deserved more, drop AI'd in the comments, because this moment might change sports forever. Breaking news from ESPN. Caitlin Clark joins the LPGA Tour, debuting at the Annika Sorenstam Invitational in Florida. For 5 seconds, the world went silent, then chaos hit. Twitter explodes. Instagram crashes, and inside the WNBA, pure panic, because deep down, they know this wasn't just an athlete switching sports. It was a message, a statement to every league that ever disrespected its own star. Would you like me to add a YouTube-style description, hashtags, and keywords for this version too?
Caitlin Clark is going to tee it up again at the Annika, driven by Gainbridge at Pelican Pro-Am this November. The 2025 WNBA season didn't end how Caitlin Clark would have liked, as she was sidelined with a season-ending injury. Her Indiana Fever, however, were just one game away from a WNBA Finals.
Here's a dramatic, emotionally charged rewrite that fits your storytelling tone. Variant, standard. Title, Caitlin Clark pushed out rewrite. After Fact 371. The truth is, Caitlin Clark didn't just walk away overnight. She was pushed out. Piece by piece, game by game, the fake fouls, the cheap shots, the constant hate, a season filled with bruises, bad calls, and silence from the people who should have had her back. Every time she rose, someone tried to knock her down. Every time she smiled, someone found a way to dim her light. And the league? They watched. They let it happen. Until one day, Caitlin stopped talking. She just started packing. Quietly, calmly, like someone who'd already made peace with her decision. Then, out of nowhere, the call came. Annika Sorenstam, a golf legend, reaching out personally, her words were simple. Caitlin, you deserve better. Would you like me to continue the next part, her LPGA debut moment, in the same emotional tone?
It's just so funny, and I said this in a video before. Every league understands the value of Caitlin Clark. Every single league, and we're going to get into this article. Every single league, from Major League Baseball, the NFL, the NBA, everybody seems to understand the value that Caitlin Clark brings to the table, except guess who? Except who? The league she plays in, the WNBA. Kathy, in my opinion, this is the reason you got to go. This is the reason you have to go. All these WNBA players that was disrespecting fans, disrespecting Caitlin Clark fans, and all of this nonsense.
Here's a polished cinematic rewrite with strong pacing and emotional punch. Perfect for a viral script or narration. Variant, standard. Titled, Caitlin Clark LPGA deal rewrite. E-Tune 4-5. This LPGA will treat you like the queen you are. That one line broke the internet. Within hours, LPGA executives moved fast. A record-breaking offer hit Caitlin's inbox, not just a contract, but respect written in ink. That billion-dollar smile said everything. No press conference. No leaks, just one quiet headline the next morning. Caitlin Clark signs historic deal with the LPGA. And just like that, women's golf had its biggest superstar ever. The WNBA went into meltdown, Coaches furious. Commentators speechless. The commissioner's phone lighting up nonstop. Every network asking the same question. How did you let this happen? Fans didn't hold back either. You disrespected her. You ignored her greatness. Now deal with the loss. Players who once laughed went silent. Sponsors shifted their spotlight to LPGA events because Caitlin Clark wasn't just an athlete. She was a movement, a global icon, and the WNBA just lost her. To Florida, would you like me to make a description, plus hashtags, plus keywords package next for this part too, to help it trend on YouTube or TikTok?
Get with the program. It'd be nice if you didn't allow your greatest asset to get beat up and hacked and fouled 94 feet and be targeted since day one of stepping into the league. It'd be nice, it'd be smart, you'd be better off, but you guys are gonna do what you want to do. Here it says Clark will play Wednesday, November 12th at Pelican Club. Pro-Am tickets are $25 and event organizers. Now peep this. Business is booming when Caitlin is involved. Pro-Am tickets are $25 and event organizers saw demand increase 1,200% for the Pro-Am because of Clark.
Here's a cinematic, emotionally powerful rewrite of that scene. Variant. Standard. First of Caitlin Clark, LPGA debut rewrite. It Golf Beef 892. The Annika Sorenstam Invitational. Caitlin Clark steps onto the green, sunlight catching her face. No whistles. No boos, no hate, just applause. Pure, thunderous, emotional applause. Annika walks over, smiling. Welcome to where greatness is respected. The cameras click, and for the first time in months, Caitlin smiles, really smiles. She takes her stance, lines up her first shot. A deep breath. Then a perfect swing. The crowd erupts. A new chapter begins. Would you like me to write the next scene? How the world reacts after her first tournament?
In the same event that she was in last year, which garnered a hell of a lot of attention there. I look forward to having her back and continuing to introduce the great game of golf to the next generation. Clark, the Iowa star and leading scorer in college basketball history, has taken the WNBA world by storm since she was the #1 draft pick by the Indiana Fever in 2024. Goes on to talk about she was limited to 13 games this year. Her presence at the Annika last year attracted big crowds that swelled into the thousands. Interest was so high.
Powerful rewrite that keeps the cinematic tone and emotional impact. Variant. Standard. Title. Caitlin Clark LPGA Impact Rewrite. Document 19754. The ball sails perfectly down the fairway, a flawless shot that cuts through the silence. The crowd erupts. The announcer shouts, "Clark is here!" And she's rewriting the story again. That night, LPGA ratings shatter records. Millions tune in. Millions cheer. And the world finally sees what happens when talent is met with respect. Meanwhile, the WNBA faces its darkest moment. Players start speaking out. Sponsors demand answers. Why didn't you protect Caitlin Clark? ESPN calls it the biggest talent loss in women's sports history because this wasn't just a game. It was a reckoning. Would you like me to create a final outro paragraph? To wrap this whole story together like a viral short or documentary?
She did. They posted it. They treated Caitlin Clark like royalty because unlike the W, just the presence alone of Caitlin Clark, they understand what that could do for their sport. They understand that let's say 1,000 new eyeballs, 10,000 new eyeballs show up. If only they could get a fraction of those new eyeballs to become fans, they understand that's a win. They understand that that's a bonus. They understand that's not the opportunity that comes across them every single day. So they need to capitalize on this moment.
6 here's a strong cinematic rewrite that delivers a perfect emotional ending and viral hook. Variant. Standard. Title. Caitlin Clark Evolution Outro. Idiot by 530. Social media calls it karma. But Caitlin doesn't say a word. She just smiles and plays because silence is her loudest revenge. The world finally gave her what she always deserved: respect. The LPGA gave her love, the fans gave her loyalty, and the WNBA learned the hardest lesson of all. When you disrespect greatness, greatness finds a new home. Caitlin Clark didn't quit basketball. She evolved beyond it. If you believe she finally found peace, hit that like button and tell me in the comments. Did Caitlin Clark just make the boldest move in women's sports history? Would you like me to craft the YouTube description, hashtags, and SEO keywords for the full story series next?